Very good morning. This is Rajalingam, your biology teacher. So today we are discussing about sexual reproduction in flowering plants. So what is different between flowering plants and non-flowering plants means we know that clearly that morphologically or physically we are directly when we are observing the plant we can say that they are flowering plants, either not. So those flowers they can produce, the flowers means those are flowering plants. At the same time the flowers they can modified into fruits. This is also we know. So the reproduction will take place in a flower only. So the flower is a major reproductive organ in all flowering plants. So we have to understand about the parts of a flower. What are the parts and what is the sexual reproductive organ in a plant? So look at the flower, parts of a flower. So majorly these flower containing 5 parts. What is that? Majorly anther. So this anther is attached with a filament. So these two parts, these two parts are called as stamen. So stamen is functioning as a male reproductive organ. Stamen contains 2 parts, that is anther and the filament. So these are the 2 parts which are included in the stamen. So this stamen functioning as a male reproductive organ. And next one, this anther containing the pollen grain in the inner side of the anther. So these are the pollen grains. So these pollen grains only functioning as a male gametes. So these 2 parts, filament and anther is called as stamen, and this stamen functioning as male reproductive organ, and this male reproductive organ contains the male gamete. Those are called as pollen grains. So these are the pollen grains presented in the anther. Next one, ovary. Ovary is a female reproductive organ. So female reproductive organ. Here in this ovary, the ovules will be there. So the ovules are presented in the ovary. Ovary is a female reproductive organ. Is ovules. These are the ovules. So these ovules are functioning as female reproductive female gametes. So the reproduction done between male and female gametes. This is male and this is female gametes to produce a zygote. So this is the sexual reproduction done in any other plant. So majorly male and female gametes are fused to form a zygote. This is the common thing, and here the male gametes are fused with the female gametes. Understand? This is a reproductive organ, sexual reproductive part in a flower plant. And the second one, petals. So these are the attracting the insects. These are attracting the insects. And the sepals, these are presented at the bottom of a ovary, and this will protect all over the flower. This is containing a cell wall. It is containing a this is protecting the ovary and all over the flower. Next one, stigma and style. So this stigma and style is attached with the ovary, and this stigma is useful for the attachment of pollen grains. Pollen grains on the surface of stigma, and this pollen grain is producing a tube-like structure, and this is called as pollen tube. So this pollen tube only will produce the pollen grains. This pollen tube only produce the male gametes. So into the ovary, the pollen grain is produced the tube-like structure, that is pollen tube. So this process is called as pollination. The pollen grain is producing a pollen tube into ovary, and this from the ovary, from the pollen tube, the 2 male gametes are arises, and the 2 male gametes are enter into the ovary. This process is called as pollination. And next one. This is the common thing in a sexual reproduction. So let us understand about the process of sexual reproduction briefly. What are the processes of sexual reproduction. In briefly means there are majorly three types in sexual reproduction, that is pre-fertilization, fertilization, and finally post-fertilization. So okay, here the first stage of pre-fertilization. What is that? Pre-fertilization, fertilization, and post-fertilization. So what is the pre-fertilization? The pre-fertilization will take place the development of male reproductive organ and the development of female reproductive organ. So first one we have to understand about the development of male reproductive organ. What is this? This is the male reproductive organ as anther. Okay, so we just look at the inner parts of a male reproductive organ. What is this? This is the inner part of a male reproductive organ, anther, and this is majorly four-lobed structure. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is four-lobed structure. Okay, and from every lobe the pollen grains are releases out. From every lobe the pollen grains are formed, and those formed pollen grains are releases out into the atmosphere. Okay, so here and every lobe the pollen grains, these are the pollen grains, these are releases out. And how the pollen grains are formed, we have to look at. Before the formation of pollen grains, majorly 4 layers are formed. Okay, 4 layers are present at the outside of the pollen grains. What are the 4 layers? Which means the epidermis, it will protect the total anther, and this is the outer cell wall, outer wall of anther, that is called as epidermis. This is the first layer, and second layer endothecium. So this is a cell wall. This is also a layer, and this layer also presented inner side of epidermis, and this is also formed after the formation of epidermis. Next one, middle layers. So these middle layers are presented between the endothecium and tapetum cells. Okay, so these are the middle layers. This is epidermis and endodermis layers are only a single layers, but middle layers are more than 2 layers presented in the anther. Okay, so these are presented all over the anther. Okay, next one, tapetum cells. So these tapetum cells only containing the male reproductive organs, that is pollen grains. So the majorly microspore, okay, microspore mothers are presented in the tapetum cells only. These tapetum cells are not presented layerly. Okay, these tapetum cells are formed as like a ball shaped cells. So these are formed in the club like structure, and within the tapetum cells only the microspore mother cells are formed. Okay, the microspore mother cells are formed. So the microspore mother cell only divides mitotically by one mother cell into to a monospore. Okay, so majorly a microspore. Okay, this is the microspore, and this will be give the microspore, small microspore. This will divides after the dividing of this microscope mother cell. This will divide by mitotically and give the monospores. Okay, so these are called as monospores. After the release formation of monospores in the tapetum cells from the microspore mother cells. Okay, total enlarged or totally developed monospore cells are called as pollen grains. Okay, pollen grains. Number of pollen grains are produced or releases from the microspore mother cells only. From the microspore mother cell only, these pollen grains are releases out. Then after the formation of total pollen grains, the pollen grains are releases into the atmosphere, and then after that this is attached to the flower of stigma. Okay, so this is the major thing, the development of anther. Okay, next one, here just you look at the pollen grain tetrad. Tetrad means 4-lobed structure. Every 4-lobed structure containing tapetum cells, and these tapetum cells containing the sporangium, microsporangium, which means from those microsporangium, microspores are releases, and those are called as pollen grains. Okay, next one, just you hear the stages of microspore maturing into pollen grain. So we already discussed what are that. These microsporangium. This microsporangium only releases the microspore. So a microspore only mature into the pollen grain. So this is the structure of a microspore, and this microspore fully mature into the pollen grain. Okay. So microspore is nothing but a pollen grain. Pollen grain is nothing but a microspore, which is presented in the microsporangium. So this microspore is fully developed into the totally pollen grain. So this will this is the structure of a microspore, which is contained in the nucleus and cytoplasm. Nucleus and cytoplasm presented in the microspore, and then after that, these microscope, the formation of vacuoles are happened in the microspore, and the cytoplasm is also fully increased. At the same time, these microspore inner part will be divided into two parts, that is vegetative cell and generative cell. So that is vegetative, first part is vegetative cell and second part is generative cells. These two parts are present within the pollen grain only. Okay, next one, this vegetative cell containing lot of cytoplasm. So on total part of the vegetative cell containing only cytoplasm, and the nucleus is presented without a shape of a structure. Without a structure, the nucleus is presented in the vegetative cell. At the same time, this generative cell also containing cytoplasm. This generating cell containing cytoplasm. At the same time, a nucleus is also presented within the generative cell, and this nucleus is divided into two male gametes. Okay. So the two male gametes are formed from a nucleus of a generative cell only. So these two male gametes only fuse with the female gametes. Okay, these two male gametes only fuse with a female gametes. This is the pre-fertilization process done in the flower. Okay, done in the anther. So this is the pre-fertilization processes takes place in the flower. Then fertilization. Fertilization we are already discussed. So fertilization means these male gametes. This is the male gametes. These male gametes are enter into the ovary, then the male gamete is fused with a female gamete to form a zygote. So one male gamete containing one nucleus and one female gamete containing one nucleus. So the zygote, the formation of zygote is there, that is containing two nucleus. Okay. So this is the fertilization. Okay. After the formation of zygote, okay, the zygote containing two nuclei. At the same time, another male gamete is also there. This male gamete also, okay, second male gamete also fused with a zygote. Okay, already zygote containing two nuclei, and after that, so the three nuclei zygote will be formed. This is called as triploid zygote, and this is called as triple fusion. Okay, this is called as triple fusion, which means the three nuclei present in a single cell. This is called as triple fission, and which is containing three nuclei. This is the fertilization. Okay, then after that, the post fertilization processes we will discuss after the class. Okay, thank you.